Okay, welcome to the beat arrangement section. Now, this is one section that a lot of producers fail to really understand. And, since you're from 0 to 3 years of making beats, I'm going to show you exactly the basic arrangements that you must follow all the time. Now, the beat that I'm going to use is a beat from the last video that I created from the melody section. And, it's just an idea. But what I want to do is now I want to take this and I want to arrange it. And so what you want to do is you want to first of all copy all of your instruments and then paste them. Now, you don't want to just, take, sometimes you can take things out, add things and all of that, but you want to get creative with it. Like, you don't want to just leave it to where some instruments come in at this time, instruments go out at that time. So, let me see. I will take the drums out. And now what I'm doing is I'm forming an intro. So the intro to the beat is right now it's going to be 8 bars. But it's going to be 8 quick bars because it's 138. So it really, probably to some people, they would think it's 4 bars. So let me see. Okay. Let me do this. I want to keep that sound in there. Okay, so what you want, like that sounds decent. And for right now, I'm gonna keep it like that. But what you want is you want to be able to let it, like, you want to take your listener on an experience. So now we're talking about the overall beat. You know about the drums, you know about the melodies. Now it's time to arrange it. You want to take them on an experience. Now, so what I normally do is within my intro is I usually have it to where I might add like a sound effect in the beginning, because where are my sound effects? Let's see. Okay, so matter of fact, I think I'm gonna use that. No, I'm not gonna use that. Let me see. Another sound effect. And the whole point of the sound effects is so you can add that, that extra feeling, that extra sauce on top of everything that you have. So matter of fact, I'm going to use that because it's a nice big kind of ambient kind of, sound effect. And then what you want to do is you want to build into where the drums start. And I'm going to show you that. So. Okay, so that's cool right there, but what I want to do is I want to slow it down some because I want it to stretch out for the whole 4 bars. Okay, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build like let me see, a sound effect or something that goes into. Always, you can always use that. So what I want to do now is I want to have a sound effect going into the actual start of the beat, because that, it lets the listener know that something big is coming. You know what I'm saying? So. how it went right into the actual track. And see, if you don't have that specific um, effect loop, you can find like uh, wind effects or like any type of effect that would kind of just build up. That's all you're doing is you're building from the beginning to where the beat comes in, and then that's when you start to kind of arrange the actual track. So let me see. So I would let it go into where all of the instruments go into, you know. And then when I break it down, right, I take the drums out, I make sure the hi-hats in, break it all the way down. So that's probably how we'll probably break it down. Then add something else, like maybe, let me see. This is where I would start. Now you're starting to get creative with it and starting to add different. Let me see, like some type of effect to really really break it all the way down. Okay, so let me see. Okay, okay. Now I got my, it's just a simple percussion because it breaks all the way down. Like maybe I might even take the hi hats out and just see what that sounds like. And then I'll have like another percussion loop. Let's see. Another percussion loop going into the actual part where the drums kick in at. Okay, and now it's breaking all the way down, and then I wouldn't want the strings to be in, so let me add. I might not even want the bass. Okay, so let me play for you just a simple arrangement. And now, again, all I'm doing is I'm arranging this track to be in song format. That's all I'm basically doing. And so you saw what I did was I added an intro. I took some instruments out, added the intro, and then I had the intro build into where all of the instruments are big, all of the instruments are in. And then I broke it all the way down to where there's one instrument. And now I'm building right back up to where all of the instruments come in again. And then you can even, if you really, really want to get creative, is go into a transition, which I'll show you that in a minute. So let me play the whole arrangement. All the way down. And the hi-hats come in the middle. Right. And see, now pay attention to the little things that I did. Like what I did is when the actual beat broke down, I have a whole new percussion kind of snare type of thing. Now the reason I did that is because I really want to take the listener on a journey. And all I did really was break instruments down. And see, what you can do is after you take them to this part, you can let all of the instruments be in. Let all of the instruments be in. And then I'm going to break down exactly what the count would be on that. So what I have here, since I'm going 138 tempo, this says 1 through 9, but because my regular tempo is double time, I'm basically going double time, it's really 4 bars. So what I have is a 4-bar intro, a 4-bar, like, you know, like kind of like maybe half of the hook or half of the chorus could go there, or maybe the whole chorus. And then I have I want to say a 12 bar, no, not a 12 bar, but a 12, a 12 bar kind of verse type of part. And let me play that for you again, because again, it breaks down. Bass to come in right there, right? And then I will be ready for, now, first of all, I want to make sure that you understand why I counted the way I counted. Now, when you're doing double time, I mean, you know, from 130 on, like the tempo, basically what it means is you're, instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, you're actually counting it double time. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Now, if this was the regular tempo that, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, if this was the regular slower tempo, then this would be 8 bars. But because it's double time, it's 4 bars. And so I just want to make sure that you understand that. That's why this here is 12 bars. 4, 8, 12. That's why it's 12 bars. Because if it was the slower tempo, maybe like, I think around like 93 or something like that. If it was like around 93, these would all be 8 bars. From 17 to 25 would be 8 bars. And the only reason it's not is because it's double time. So I want you to make sure that you understand that. So, yeah, so you see I have my intro. I built into my intro all the instruments, broke it down to barely nothing. I added a new percussion in, have the hi-hats coming in halfway of that new sequence, the new percussion part. Then I bring half of the instruments in. Then I bring all of the instruments in. And then now I can transition and I can go somewhere else, which is very, very important when you're making beats. Now I can transition. Like, so let me just add a quick transition. Now, again, it doesn't matter if you play the piano or not. This transition, you can add whatever. Just a transition is basically almost like another beat attached to the original beat that you have. Now, why add transitions? Well, because that is what makes your beat stand out, is that they go somewhere else. They don't just stay the same way. And that's what you want. You want placements, you want TV placements, you have to add transitions. And I'm going to just add a basic transition. me see. Let me hear the original sequence again. So I can figure out. I want to add something soft. I want to, or I mean, I could. I mean. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna keep it simple. And again, this is another beat attached to the beat that you already made. Now what you can do is you can bring in other instruments that you've used from the beat, or you can add different instruments. And what I choose to do is I'm just going to add just instruments that I use from the beat. Let me see. And all I'm doing is adding a simple string line. Simple. Simple. Now, I mean, I can also, and then I can start building it up and start adding different transition parts. Let's see. Now, let me see. Okay, real simple. I'm just going to add this. And, of course, then, remember, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to at least be the idea. Because let me see how this would work if this was the transition. Of course, I would probably add some other things in there, like some different effects and, different things, maybe a symbol. So it works, right? Now, another thing you can do, right? You can add your 808s to your transition part, and now you really take the listener on another place, right? Let me see. Let me see, so let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna add that. Let me see. Whoops. I'm gonna add that. Let's see. And see, now I have a full. Now the track is starting to transition. It's starting to move in different places. It's starting to speak to me now. And see, that's how you want it. That's how you want it. And it started from, let me go from the intro. And I want you to pay attention to how everything builds up, breaks down, and builds right back up. And this is just basic stuff. Break everything down. All the instruments. Right into the transition, right? And then right back. Now, as I'm listening now, there would be, a couple of things that I would change. I would probably make the transition a little bit more harder, or I would probably, add different things. But again, what you see is the process is starting from the drums, building with the melodies, making everything simple, or making, like making some of the instruments work with each other. And then coming and transitioning everything, adding your intros, adding your different effects. But it's all in stages. It's all in stages. When you're creating the beat, it's about creating the beat. When you're arranging the song or arranging the beat, it's about arranging the beat. And again, 4 bars intro, 4 bars, kind of verse part, 12 bars, no, I'm sorry, 4 bars intro, 4 bars, like a main part, 12 bars verse, 4-bar transition, and then I will go into maybe like an 8-bar chorus. Or maybe, maybe that would be the chorus part or whatever. But you want to think in terms of a producer, not just a beat maker. Think in terms of a producer. Go to the next video.